All right, let's do it. Welcome in, everybody. YouTube, thank you for being here. It's Thursday again. It's November 7th, 2019. For all of you that like to keep track, if you watch this later, 9 p.m. each and every Thursday, I'm here. Hello, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking time out of your night to always hang out. Right on over there, we have our admin, Adam from Adam's Exploits. If you have questions, comments, concerns inside of this chat, Jamie and Adam are here. They've got those little blue wrenches, so behave. But other than that, you guys can pop on over to that chat and ask away. Okay, so tonight's title, I like to jump right into it. Change your mindset, not just your reselling mindset. I probably should have changed the title instead of changing your eBay, Amazon selling mindset to just changing your mindset in general. And I want to point out a couple things that came across my proverbial virtual desk this week and some things for you guys to think about, because I think a lot of people, this is kind of a line I like to say a lot in Drive Time with Dave. Those of you know who Drive Time with Dave is, says a lot, is a lot of people get in their own way. Does everyone know what that means? They get in their own way. We're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about how you can instantly change the way you think, and that by changing the way you think, you will open yourself up to new ways to make money, new ways to be successful, and new ways to do things, basically, in business, whether it's reselling, eBay, Amazon, Posh, whether you want to be a YouTuber or whatever it might be. So quick hello to Better Barbie and Eric, and Arlen is here, and Candace, and all my peeps, Randy up there in PA, all of you in PA, good grief, all of you, Laura and Eric and Elaine. So welcome in, guys. Okay, so here's a couple things, and get your notepads out. Everyone get a little notepad or your virtual, your phone's little, what do we got here? Get your little phone notepad out, whatever you need to do to take notes here. And let's point out a couple of things that I want you guys to ponder during this show, and then I'm going to take the questions at the end and kind of explain them more. Okay, so number one is, what's up, Aurora Styles? That's Myra over there. Okay. Does everyone realize Amazon is the biggest online reseller in the world? It's not by accident. So does everyone know, and I think Amazon, somebody correct me on the year, it's been 25 years, right? They started in 95, so they're coming up on their 25th year. Everybody knows how Amazon started, right? Does everybody in the chat know how Amazon got started, what they sold? And it was just one thing. They sold just one thing in 1995. Everybody knows what it is, right? Everybody. Waiting for the chat here. Let's see if everyone knows. What did Amazon do in 95? What was that one little thing that they did? Hopefully somebody here knows. Books. Yeah, books. They were booksellers. Ding, ding, ding. We got a winner there with Cade. Okay, so Amazon did books. And does everyone realize that sometime around 2 or 3 years after Amazon got successful, right after they started selling books, Jeff Bezos was barely a millionaire, richest guy in the world, barely a millionaire, right? He started selling music and CDs, right? Now, let me tell you where I'm going with this little bit of information and story I'm going to give you. When Amazon decided to blow up, they didn't try to figure out how to sell more books, right? What did they do? They tried to figure out how to sell different products. And so Amazon added on products. Like, it's great to be a niche seller of something. If all you want to sell, Nike only wanted to sell tennis shoes, but look, Nike sells 1,000 other products now, right? You always start with something, but eventually you have to add on layers of the business. So then Amazon eventually got to the point where they sold every product, right? You can buy anything off Amazon, just about, right? And so once Amazon had every product on their website, what did they do? Does anybody know what was Amazon's next step? Now they've got everything on the website circa 10 years ago where you could buy anything on Amazon. What was the next step? What was the next thing that Amazon did to grow their business, to make more money? I want to sell remotes. Alex, what's up, buddy? Fat Man Flipper and Justin in the house. What was the next step? After Amazon decided, okay, we're done selling books. We've got the book market rolling. Let's add product. Now we've got everything. Now what did we do? They advertised. No, not what they did physically. What did they add to the business next? What was the next thing? Prime, IPO. I don't mean like what they actually, I guess I asked that question a little wrong. What was the next layer of business? What was the next The next thing they did to create income, warehouses. That's close. That's close to what we're getting at. And I'll go actually off of Cade there a second. DVDs, they had already added everything, right? So what they did next was Amazon decided food delivery. Yes, Amazon decided to go into the third-party seller. So now they're selling everything. They're going to get other people to sell for them, hence the warehouses. Then the next step was Amazon was going to sell groceries. Does everyone know Amazon is attempting to get into the drug business, like a Walgreens, CVS? They're trying to get a license or whatever is required for them to distribute Tylenol, like over-the-counter pills and prescriptions, right? They're trying to get into that business. So Amazon didn't just try digital services, Kindle, all that stuff. Amazon didn't try to figure out how to sell more books. They tried to figure out how to sell more things. And once they sold more things, then they tried to figure out how to add a different layer, different parts of a business. It's still sales. Everybody and everything we do is sales. Car salesmen sell cars. Real estate sells houses. We sell clothes or electronics and shoes. CVS sells drugs, legal drugs. So it is all sales, but they're adding layers and layers and layers of business, right? Okay, so let's put that over into our world. You're on eBay, you figured out how to make some money, how to make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month. Now you're adding on more product. Okay, I'm gonna start selling DVD players or whatever. Now I'm gonna add on platforms, other streams of income, right? We're gonna add a Poshmark, or we're gonna add an Amazon, or we're gonna add an eBay or an Etsy, or whichever you're not on. Then we figured out, look, show of hands, in my Facebook group, the Thrifter Reseller World, the big one, 110,000 members. If you're not a member, please join it. People didn't know that you could sell on Instagram. Show of hands, be honest in the chat. How many people don't know you can sell on Amazon or on Instagram, or even know, did I say Amazon? That you could sell on Instagram, sorry, or how to do it. And be honest, no one's gonna make fun of you, because trust me, there's a bunch of you. How many people didn't know you could even sell all the stuff you have on eBay and Amazon on Instagram, no matter what it is, right? Right? They already own the pill pack company. Yeah, that's correct. They're in halfway into the pill company. That's right. I did know that, but they're going. Yes, James Worley just pointed out Amazon is now opening a grocery Amazon Go convenience store. Just another stream of income. So the most successful companies in the world start with one thing and they add more things. You can't, I have so many people who are just like, I got to sell more on eBay. I got to sell more on eBay. And that's great. You want to sell more on a platform and you want to build it. But you have to think outside of just one thing. You can't be this tunnel vision, tunnel vision. You can't do that, right? A ton of people have no idea in the chat how to sell on Instagram. And this thread came up in my Facebook group just yesterday. It was a huge thread. A lot of people commented, and I did a video on it. If you missed the video, go check after this live show is over the video I did yesterday on it. It's a fantastic video, right? This is where I show people how to do it, how to take everything you have on eBay and Amazon and sell it on Instagram, right? So last night we touched on it. We talked about it in the video that I did. I went live in my Facebook group and live in my Instagram, and I told some people how to do it. And I have such a more in-depth, detailed course about it as well. Okay, so now that we talked about the Amazon example, and we talked about adding these other streams, let me give you guys another example that might actually give a lot of people in this chat the aha moment, right? A lot of you are Apple fans. A lot of you are not Apple fans, Android fans. Doesn't matter who you're a fan of. And Android is the same. We could use this example for Apple, and we can use this example for Android, Google as well. Google's a great example as a company in whole, because Google was a search engine, and now Google sells smartphones, and Google sells tablets, Samsung tablets that they make with Android on it. So Google has multiple layers of business as well. But let's use Apple. This is the other example. Everybody knows Apple started as a computer business, right? Apple started as the Apple Computer One, Steve Jobs back in the 70s. Apple was a computer company, right? Apple now makes, MacBooks, laptops. The one I'm talking to you guys on right now is an Apple product, okay? I use Apple products in this house. What did Apple do? Does anybody know what was the second product that Apple made, right? What was the second product that Apple made? Jamie, we're talking about other streams of income, buddy. We're going to get back to the Instagram and social media topic in just a second, but I wanted to give another aha moment. And Google's a great example, but Apple's a better example. Apple's not all that. AirPods, no. Phones, iPod, right there. Apple made iPods. This isn't an iPod, but Apple made an iPod that you could listen to music on, right? And they eventually, Leandra's right, they created iTunes. Apple created a second stream of income by selling you music players with an iTunes store on it eventually. What was the third product that Apple made? Well, Apple was like, whoa, we've got a music player and we've got software that we can put onto a phone, right? We can put this on a phone and we can start selling phones where you can listen to music, to where you can put all your music, all of your contacts, your calendar, your books, you could put everything onto this one device. We're going to sell phones. So now we sell computers, we sell iPods, we sell phones. Wow, tablets. We're going to add tablets, right? They added layers of business. They added more things on. They're not just one thing. They added watches on where you can buy watches and wear a watch that gives you all your notices. Apple went into multiple streams of income, right? So with that said, they also have glasses. Yes, they have editor. They have software. Apple makes software too that you can use for a lot of these programs that are Mac compatible. Okay, so that is another great example. Apple went with one computer and turned it into, Apple makes Wi-Fi things. They make 100 products now. Okay, they sell Apple apples. They may very well sell Apple apples. Okay, now that we've all got it, we know that we have to get into other markets. As a salesperson, as a successful sales business, you can't just exist in one store. Mom and pop stores that service a local area do fine, but they never blow up. They're just a mom and pop store and they might just chug along. But if you want to get big, you have to be everywhere selling as much as possible. Okay, so here is where we're going with that. Social media is the way to reach the most people at the most amount or with the least amount of effort and work as possible. We talk about all that. We talk about like you can reach thousands of people on Instagram, which is hashtags. You don't even need followers. Let's move on. Kenny, we're making points. I'm not really sure. Apple Peeler, video games. I don't know. Apple's not. Oh, he's just mad because we talked about Apple and he's not an Apple fan. Sorry about that. Yes, but what if everything you sell sells fast on eBay? Cade, Baron, you need to refresh. I'm not blurry here. Everything is not always going to sell fast on eBay. You guys see what's happened to eBay. It's just ups and downs. Same with Amazon. There's ups and downs. Hey, Terry. And so you can't rely. We talk about, not all your eggs in one basket. We always discuss that. And it's amazing to me that people know that they can't have their eggs in one basket and have to sell multiple products, multiple platforms, and get out there, but they don't do the research and they don't look and they don't even know. They're so tunnel visioned on whatever they are. That thread came up where nobody knew that Instagram, the biggest mobile app social media platform outside of Facebook, which is owned by Facebook, and no one knew, and most of you have Instagram on your phones, no one knew you could sell stuff. And this is something that I see along with Amazon. People are always like, oh, I didn't know you could sell used product on Amazon. But these are the same people who are shopping on Amazon every day, and they're so tunnel vision, they don't realize when they're shopping that there are used products on Amazon. They're shopping for used products. But then when they come into a chat or a group and they talk about selling their used products on Amazon, they say, I didn't even know you could sell used on Amazon. I didn't know used existed on Amazon. I didn't know people sold stuff on Instagram, yet they're spending half their day scrolling through Instagram. There's no way they didn't come across somebody at some point that was selling a product on Instagram, right? Okay, so that's where I want you guys, everywhere you go. People don't know that you could sell on Pinterest or Twitter, right? You could sell through those platforms. It's all about knowing how to do it. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. You just have to realize how it's being done. I have self-taught myself this just by going through other people's stuff. I look at what everyone else is doing to see if there's something I can do similar or something I can use, a little piece of what they've done to add to what I've done. And so people sell on Instagram. If you're interested, the video I put up last night is a great place to start. Go watch it after this video. Check it out. I talk a little bit about it. In fact, I showed a lot of examples. I held up my iPad and showed exactly how you sell on Instagram. You have to change your mindset, guys. You can't just rely on one shaky thing. You can't, if I spend 119, I get free delivery. Yeah, I didn't know that. But yeah, so, even if eBay wasn't shaky, even if eBay didn't have issues, you still can't just rely on one place. If all you want to make is a couple $1,000s, that's fine. You really should change that mindset too. But you have to think bigger. You have to think about, take the biggest platforms available, eBay and Amazon, Facebook and Instagram, and go out to all of them. And so this is something a lot of people wouldn't even know where to start, right? A ton of people have no idea where to start with selling on Instagram or Facebook or social media. And so it's really great, check out that video, but also, consider I think Adam linked it. There's a link down below where you can get, where I go in depth with it. It's a great thing to grab. So what's up, Czar? How you doing? Okay. So that's kind of my change your mindset that I need you guys to get into, that you're going to stop just that daily grind. How many of you wake up and all you do is just eBay, refresh. You're refreshing your phone. You're refreshing your app. You're refreshing the computer 100 times a day. Work on something else. Right? Go create another stream of income. Change your mindset, guys. Okay. Yeah, I just had somebody mention that, and I want to congratulations, Carson, by the way. I want to mention, somebody asked about it. Yes, I am going to be making wholesale merchandise available to people. For those of you that don't know, I get tons of emails and messages with people that want to sell off inventory. Either they have too much, they don't deal in certain stuff, they're getting out of the business, any myriad number of reasons. I can't buy it all. I can't handle what I have, let alone all this. So basically what I was going to do was just let everyone that has stuff for sale email me with pictures and descriptions and whatnot. And then I would have a whole list of people that want to buy it, and I'll send it out to them. And so I can kind of hook you guys up and let you take care of the rest. I have a link below if you are interested in buying any of that merchandise. Potentially, you don't have to, but just to get the email with what's available from time to time, you can put your name on it. It's below. I'm going to try to start sending those out next week. That's the plan. As long as me and Keith can get it done. Keith's working on it with me to get it all set. So that's going to be fantastic. Somebody mentioned it in the chat just a minute. I got distracted by WoW Classic. I do play a little bit of WoW Classic. Okay. So I want to mention a couple other people that have done things. Bill and Dave, Noman Frog from up in Pennsylvania, got themselves like an antique type booth. We've seen Jason Deason from Thrift Trader go out and open a thrift store, all trying to add streams of income and changing their mindset. Jason was throwing away huge pieces of inventory. Now he's got a store that he puts it in, right? Giselle quitting her job in 2 weeks. Now that's a major change, major change of mindset. But I love it. I hope that you are in the right place to do so. Yeah, Joseph just mentioned something great, that people get burned out from doing one. So, if you're getting burned out from one platform or the other, then that's an even better reason. How many people do get burned out? Tell me in the chat. How many of you have either been burned out previously or you might be burning out right now? That happens so much. I get those emails and messages a lot. So glad you are guaranteeing those wholesale. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just going to provide buyers and sellers with each other's information if they're interested in buying. I'm not going to guarantee any wholesale stuff. I never said I would guarantee wholesale stuff. I just said people offer me a bunch of stuff for sale, and I can't buy it all, so I might as well just send them off to you guys in hopes that some of the stuff is good that you can buy. You don't have to buy any of it. But burned out with FBA, Tina. Yep. Do I offer Amazon store reviews? Bridget, I'll be happy to look at it. Email me, rockstarflipper@gmail.com. It's not going to be like my eBay store reviews because eBay is just much easier to look through, but I will take a look. Absolutely. Jules Muller wants to send boxes of wholesale. Absolutely. I will make sure you're on that list, and I'm going to send out a welcome email next week to where you can respond with what you have for sale. So Stacy Lee Beauty, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. I'm burned out now. Mark is burned out. I think he asked me about how to keep motivated. It's great. Motivation is hard. It's hard in this business. She sells, oh, Deb and Mel here working on Amazon, sold another book today. That's awesome. They will slowly trickle in. So I think that Brandy's burned out too. So I think the 3 ways to avoid the burnout and to make more money, changing the mindset. These are the 3 steps I want everyone to do. Find a new thing to sell, something to add to what you sell. Add a product, right? Number 1, add a product. Number 2, add a platform, add a location, add a social media, add something. And number 3, stop worrying about one stream of income and try to get all of the streams of income. Remember, if you can just add an extra $3 or $4 or $500 a month, nothing major, an extra $10 a day. If you can add just an extra $10 a day in profit from one stream, and I'm not talking about, like, okay, I'm going to sell $10. No, $10 in profit over an entire year. What could you do with that money? Just $10. And if you did it for just $20, one stream of income making you $20 a day, what could you do with that income? 1 year. What could you do with that money if you just added $20 a day? It's really easy. Look, $20 a day, right? Times 365 days in a year. What could you do with that money? Just changing your mindset to get a different platform, adding Instagram, adding Amazon, adding something to your repertoire. What could you do? Hey, what's up, Amber? How you doing? Car parts. That's a great one. Cancun vacation. I love it. I love it. A cruise next year would be one that another one that I'm going to do. I haven't been on a cruise in quite a few years, so I want to go back on another one. Keith and Star, come join us for that. Yeah, I mean, look, it's that people overwhelm and overthink it, but just $20 a day, 365 cases of beer. Pay off the credit cards, right? Flipping Brit, absolutely. Pay off credit cards. Credit card is something that I'm not in debt with, but I do use them. So I do have credit card balances, and I'd love to just pay them off and not have to use them again. Yeah, List Perfectly. Candace just pointed out, if you want a good cross-posting tool, List Perfectly is an option. There are others. There's 6bit. There's Sellbrite. There's a bunch. The link over into List Perfectly is right there. Added 2 new niche products, and we're up 196%. That's fantastic. Let's do a meet and greet thrifter cruise. Yes. How do you post on Instagram without feeling like you're spamming your friends? Cole, step number 1 is use a business account rather than your personal. Step number 2 is if it's a business account, you're not spamming, you're selling. What do you think people who max out their credit cards to invest their eBay? I don't ever recommend maxing out credit cards, but it's okay to use credit cards to buy inventory. If it's good inventory, you're getting rewards points and you're going to sell it and actually get it out there. But yeah, don't go into debt to pop the inventory like that. Not on credit cards. Use what you have, sell stuff around your house, build that way. Credit cards are kind of a thing for people that are established and know what they're doing. Otherwise, you're just going to bury yourself in debt. Okay, so other platforms, that's one of the things that I really preach in my training package. And that's why when I created the training package for everyone, I created it with all 5 of those things covered. I covered eBay, I covered Amazon, I covered Poshmark, I covered social media, Instagram and Facebook. And in fact, it's also got YouTube and Twitter and email marketing, 8 different ways to sell merchandise to repeat customers, to new customers. It's fantastic. And it includes that whole Instagram, social media, training. It includes all of that. You learn how to post on Instagram, how to get paid, how to ship, how to get customers, how to be protected. It's down below. It's fantastic. And if you're ready to really change your mindset and get into other platforms, watch YouTube videos, Google it, get my course, whatever you need, but just do it, guys, please. Hey, speaking of Mr. Deason, he's in the house with a $5 super chat. Here's a shot on me, likely just SoCo in line. I actually just shouted you out, Mr. Deason at Thrift Trader. You and that thrift store, how is it going, buddy? We just talked about, and Jason can comment on this in the chat. I'd love to have him back on the channel soon. No, I do not own eBay stock, by the way. I would never buy eBay stock. Jason added a stream of income and a new way of thinking of things by opening his own thrift store. So Jason just recently in Oklahoma opened his own thrift store. It's called Darn Cheap Thrift Store. If you Google it up, you'll find him. What's up, Forever? Forever Jen? Do you add tips down the road? Absolutely. I update tips daily, weekly, monthly, all the time. If you do charge up inventory on your credit card, try to pay it off in the first month or second month. That way you're not paying a bunch of interest. The course is a one-time fee. One time. I hate ads. Not sure what you mean, Happy Camper. Ads are put in by YouTube. If you're getting YouTube ads, is that what you mean? Do you use an inventory program? If so, which one? I don't really track my inventory item by item. There is really no need to do that. I track it a different way. So no, I guess the answer is I don't use an inventory program. I use QuickBooks for my accounting, but that's it. And it's definitely one time. The course that I offer is one time. You own the videos, the training, everything for life, the one link below. And you get a year on me inside of my private Facebook group where you can learn some more. So thanks for the video on extra fees from PayPal and taxes. Yeah, no worries, Jen. It's a good thing that came up. Does Thrift Trader get free goods donated to him? I do believe he does take donations at his thrift store. Yes, I believe he does. Hey, Primetime Treasure Hunter. What's up, Dom? Okay, so if you have questions, please ask them in the chat now. I just wanted to give you guys a good mindset, a change of mindset. I want you guys to think bigger than eBay and Amazon. So here's something I knew I was forgetting a part of this. I always get a lot of hate, a lot of harshness. You guys probably see this all the time with YouTubers. Oh my God, he's making money from YouTube. He made 20 grand last year, 30 grand, 100 grand, 500 grand, YouTube. Right, because I chose YouTube as a stream. It makes money. Who cares, right? Like, who cares? As long as it's legal, it's not immoral, it's not degenerate, it's not, put you in jail. I could have chose to be an Instagram model posing with watches and suit jackets. What does it matter, right? Like, it's a stream of income. I chose affiliates because, well, you guys need products, you need supplies, and I have a link that will get me paid by providing it to you. Who cares? This is what I'm telling you. You guys got to think bigger. I never understood why people are concerned with somebody adding layers of income. Nobody gives me a hard time, and they're like, oh my God, he's selling on Amazon now. He's not just selling on eBay. Now he's making money on Amazon. That guy, it doesn't make any sense to me. Adding streams of income is why we're here. We'd all love to have 10, 15 streams of income. Trust me, every time you add one, it feels amazing. Czar, St. Louis, $10. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Considering posting all my eBay listings on Amazon, just wanting your input on this. We sell mostly vintage hard goods and electronics. Yes, you can do that if you are FBM, fulfilled by merchant. Do not do it FBA because drop shipping is not allowed on eBay, and I highly recommend you don't do that. Yeah, Jen, that's right. It's I guess what you can call what I do is consulting. A lot of people get jealous, and I'm not mad at them because most of the people that complain about anyone making money on YouTube or affiliates or something else, they just don't understand. They don't get it. They don't understand. It doesn't have to be YouTube. It could be something else, right? It could be what media? What's that other one? It could be Vine. Vine's gone now. It could be any platform that pays you. It could be a podcast through Apple Podcasting or something like that. I know some podcasters, maybe some people have heard of them. My Favorite Murder, the two Karen and Georgia Hart starred and Karen Kilgariff. They do a podcast and they make $1 million a year on a podcast, but nobody's going over them going, oh my God, they're getting paid for talking. Like, who cares? Oprah Winfrey makes $1 billion talking to you, right? But nobody's giving her a hard time. So, so anyways, long story short, some of them are too lazy. Some of them are zombie bargain hunter. You have to add streams. Think bigger than just eBay. I'm not saying to run and jump on YouTube. It's not an easy gig. It's hard, actually. But do something. Open a thrift store. Start selling on Instagram. Pick up my course and sell on Amazon. Pick it up, sell on Facebook. Start selling your own courses. Dude, I'll help you promote your own courses. Sell some affiliate links. Do some fashion modeling and blogging on Instagram and your own blog. Do some affiliate course links. Do some affiliate product links. Do some direct services. Do you know how to type really good essays? Do some essay editing, some proofreading. Grammarly.com is a successful website that edits your documents and your files. It's crazy, right? So anyways, long story short, Okay, what is the line between being authentic and being a shill when promoting your business on Instagram? If you have a business Instagram page, you just be straight up with people and say, hey, this page is about promoting my fashion or my electronics or my business or whatever it is. You just got to be straight. Don't try to hide it. The point when people become inauthentic is when they try to do something without actually telling people what they're doing. This YouTube channel is here to teach you guys for free on this channel, but yes, I have paid services. So this is a two-part channel. I don't ever hide that I am paid. YouTube pays me. You guys get to watch it for free. YouTube pays me because I'm bringing them eyeballs, so absolutely. And two, if you pay me directly, I'm making more money, of course. But I have to give you something in return for that, or it would do me no good, because all it takes is one person to say, hey, I have no idea what I'm talking about, and it can hurt you, right? And there are a lot of Chinese sellers on eBay, of course. $170 a day at the thrift store from Thrift Trader. So that's not bad. I mean, if he's open, 25 days out of you're going to be closed 4. So 20, anywhere from 25, we'll just call it 25 days on average. That means the store would do, $4,000 to $5,000 a month. That's not bad. It's going to pay the bills for the first month. Grand Larceny, Pamela. Yeah, I mean, I'm more than happy to help you with the YouTube channel for sure. We're in emails right now anyways. Does Amazon take sales tax like eBay does, so sellers don't receive it? Sellers do not receive the sales tax like eBay does, but it does appear as when you're buying stuff on Amazon, it shows. Absolutely. What's the biggest challenge you faced early in your resale? Did you ever get to a point where you felt like you wanted to quit? All the time, California Flipper, all the time. Burnout is real. Burnout. Everybody in this chat has experienced burnout at one time or another. It's tough to stay motivated. I'm very money driven. There's no secret. I didn't come from money. My parents lived a normal middle American life. They always gave me what I needed and quite a bit of what I wanted. But we didn't have a lot. We didn't have, BMWs and Mercedes in the driveway. We didn't have mansions. We went on one vacation. We had normal cars. We had bills. It's just a normal life, everyday life, right? Nothing to complain about. They did great. But I wanted more. I seen people with Bentleys and Beamers and mansions, and I didn't know that if I could ever get to there. But what I did know was I was going to die trying. I was either going to be completely face homeless under a bridge poor, or I was going to be super rich. And even if I came up a little short, at least I'd be where I wanted to be to a point. I didn't want to just get up and go to work knowing that I was going to make $4,000 a month and that would be all I would ever make. Because when you get stuck at a job, you know exactly how much money you're going to make, right? That's a mindset. That goes with this video. It's a complete mindset of, you're going to make $4,000 and you're not going to make any more money. Every day you're going to wake up, you're going to go to that job, and you're going to get paid the same amount of money. And maybe next year you'll get a raise. You'll get to make an extra $1 an hour, an extra $100 a month, $200 a month, right? That's a mindset. That's a mindset of you have to think bigger. You have to do more. Do not forget to mention Audi R8s. I've not owned an Audi R8, but my friend did. So what do we see? I'm going to do some hard goods mystery boxes. eBay concierge that had fun and be specific without giving it away. eBay mystery boxes are against terms of service. You have to describe everything that's in them. Otherwise, you're risking the account. So be very careful with that, Jen. Okay, slowly. My mom had a killer September, just getting 5 or 7 today. Okay, so let's get, Mary, my parents did work hard. They did. They still do. My mom does. I mean, my dad does, not my mom. I missed anything else? I don't think I missed anything else. Okay, let's take a few more questions, and I'll probably roll out of here in about 5 to 10 minutes. So let's ask some questions, Q&A there in the corner. Thank you, California Flipper, for the question, by the way. He's up on the chat right there. Does it hurt to end, I think you meant to end your item and then put it back up for sale and sell similar? No, it does not hurt you, Brian. It actually helps. A lot of people do that on the day that items are ending. They will end them early and then put them back up. Okay. Yeah. Candace has a great thing too. That you never know what's going to happen. You do never know what's going to happen. So you have to plan ahead and have multiple streams of income in case eBay crashes or Amazon suspends you or Poshmark goes out of business or YouTube doesn't pay people anymore or you get hurt or you get disabled. You have to have things. Yeah, Kenny says, people that work 9-to-5 jobs have a mindset that resellers do not make money. I was actually just watching a show on Netflix. I'm not going to talk about the show because it's probably not appropriate for YouTube, but The young man, he's probably my age, 30, 32, 33, something like that. He had a profession. He's been totally unsuccessful in life. He's never made any money. He started a business, and the business started making good money to the tune of like 10 to 15 grand a month. He was doing pretty good. His dad was not a fan of the business that he started. It's legal, but it's kind of immoral. And so he went to his dad's house, and his dad said, why can't you get a real job? Why can't you sell real estate? Why can't you sell cars? Why can't you start a real business? And he said, Dad, I make more money than you. I make more money than you've ever made. I'm good at it. I love it. And I have multiple streams of income with it. And his dad just couldn't accept that. And so a lot of people are going to give you a hard time, especially when you're a reseller. They give you a hard time as it is, right? We get a hard time over that. But they give you a worse hard time when you're like, okay, I'm a reseller, and now I'm starting something else. And now I'm starting something else. You know, when I was a reseller, I got a lot of people that were like, oh, you're not going to be able to be a full-time reseller. Okay. And then I, got an apartment, made money, full-time reseller. People had to eat their words. Second thing, I'm like, hey, I'm going to jump on YouTube. They're like, oh, you can't be a YouTuber. You won't make money. Now I'm on YouTube. I make money. Oh, I'm going to, teach other people how to do what I do. Oh, you can't make money doing that. Now I make money doing that, right? So every time when you're an entrepreneur, and this goes all the way up to people, until you're successful, people will always doubt what you're doing because they don't have that mindset, right? They don't have that mindset of if you can make one stream of income work, why can't you make a second one or a third one? You figured out how to make $2,000 a month on eBay. Why can't you figure out how to even make $200 or $300 a month doing something else, right? They don't have that mindset, and it's hard to convince people of that. The only way, this is going to be probably one of the most shallow things I've ever said on this channel, but it's true, and I want you guys to understand why it's true and why I get so defensive on one topic alone. Until you're successful, people don't take you seriously. The only time that they take you seriously is when you pay their bills, or when they need you for a job, or when you let them borrow money, or when you, pay off their car. And I'm not talking about my parents. I'm talking about some other people in particular that I've helped. And I'll never forget, I've owned 8 BMWs, 7 BMWs, whatever it is. And, when I had a Hummer before all those, and at the time, Hummers were kind of like a static. People thought people that drove Hummers had a lot of money. They didn't realize Hummers were cheap. And so when I owned my Hummer, it was kind of a big deal, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I probably paid like $30,000 for that Hummer. It was like $400 a month. It was no big deal. But people kind of saw it as successful, right? But they said, okay, he's doing all right. And as I bought my BMWs and I upgraded the BMWs, I bought a really cheap base model 3 Series. And then I got like a 4 and then a 5. When I bought my last one that was a convertible, no one really noticed the other Beamers. When I pulled up in the convertible in the drop top, people were like, whoa, like, wow, he's really doing something. This is before I was on YouTube, right? When I pulled up in the i8, people lost their minds. People were like, holy crap. Now, I didn't buy that car because I cared what anyone else thought. But the funny part is, when I bought that car and when I pulled up, it changed everything. People that wouldn't even talk to me were coming up to me asking what I did and how, right? And then I'd come on the internet and people are like, oh, he's renting that car. And it infuriated me because I knew that I wasn't renting the car. I mean, look, it's been in my garage for 3 years of making these videos, right? But the point is, it's not because I care about the car. I bought the car because I love cars, and it was one of my top dream cars when it came out, right? And I did it because I can afford it, because I knew my bills. People don't take you seriously until you're successful. They're going to doubt your Poshmark business or your eBay business, and they're going to tell you you can't do it, and they're going to tell you you're stupid, and they're going to tell you that all these little dreams that you're doing are worthless. And the only way you're going to prove them wrong, and it doesn't mean you got to buy a fancy car and pull up in a fancy car, or buy a mansion and invite them over. The only way you're going to prove them wrong is to prove them wrong, right? Get in that mindset. Don't let their mindset ruin what you're doing. Just go for it. Go for it, right? So, yeah, anyways, that's kind of my thing. It's terrible, but that's just the way that it worked out. So, don't do it because you want to prove other people wrong, but prove other people wrong. Does that make sense? Does everybody get that? Don't do it for them. Do it for yourself. But while you're doing it, prove all those people wrong, because there's everyone in this chat that's had people with a different mindset that have told them they can't do it. Richard, no, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. What's up to everyone who just joined in? What's up, Jacques? I only say this because I know how it'll make Casey feel. Jason, I'm not saying that name, but yeah, something like that. I didn't mean for it to come out that way, but yeah, Wendy, Instagram business account. Yeah, you can create your Instagram account and turn it into a business. So if you have one already, you can change it or you can just create a new one. Part of what I teach. So going back to burnout, start Babel, and Rabble. Oh my God, I couldn't say that name every day. That rut of being in burnout is easy to fix by changing what you're doing, adding new products, adding new platforms, adding new ways to make money will excite you. You know, when I'm having bad days, when YouTube's not getting, you know, really crappy views or nobody's responding to me on Instagram or in my Facebook group, it happens all the time. You know, I go to work on eBay. If eBay's terrible, I go to work on Instagram. I go to work on whatever it is. Look, you guys think, let me show you guys. I'll give you a little inside secret. Look at this. Hold on. Whoop, whoop. Where's that? Oh, look, we're working on remotes. Just sitting here working on remotes. Watching TV too, but some people ask for a house tour of my house. I've given one before, but little Grubway meatball. No, I had a chicken teriyaki from Subway. People wanted a house tour. My house is not gigantic. It's only 2,000 square feet. This is our living room. Kate sits in that chair. I kind of sit on the couch. I've got light kits. We've got a fake Florida fireplace because we don't actually need fireplace. We keep a tiny bit of packing supplies hidden behind the little love seat there, just for like tomorrow's shipping and whatnot. That's our kitchen. Kate sits out here. The dogs have like toy boxes all around there. And then we have a little printer and scale, a little shipping table we keep right there. Yeah, that's our kitchen. That's our other living room over there. That's kind of where our office desks are-ish. Our bedroom is behind that wall. And then the guest side of our house is 2 bedrooms and a bathroom over there. That's our laundry room right by the middle door there. And that's my garage. The i8's in there. And then behind me, it's too dark, but you can kind of see my pool and hot tub maybe out there. I'm not sure. Anyways, the pool and hot tub's out there. That's pretty much the whole house. And then we have like a dining room and front room directly over there. There's a dining room and another room, but that's it. That's what we have here. We're going to try to probably upgrade houses soon. Probably going to be soon. Marriage and upgrade houses. What's the goal? Another 10 years? Yeah, so saving money for 10 years. I want to upgrade the house. I have a lot of equity in this house, so I want to reinvest in the business when we sell it. Build the business, build all of this. You know, I could sell out all the inventory, everything. You know, and the idea is to have a couple $1 million to be able to sell, you know, to save money. You know, by the time I'm 45, which would give me about 11 to 12 years, to save, you know, my goal is a couple $1 million at least, to save that much, to have that much invested, to have that much, you know, ownership in a house, equity, you know, just a net worth of a few $1 million by the time I'm 45. And I don't plan on quitting working. I still want to make money. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, I did say that. Thanks, Arlen. Appreciate that. Where does the butler sleep? He doesn't. Wendy, no worries. I always check my emails. Where is the safe? I do have a safe in my house. I'm not telling you guys where, but it is surrounded by weapons, and there's not all that much in my safe. You know what I keep in my safe? Anybody? I'm going to leave you guys in a couple minutes, but anybody want to take a guess what I have in my safe? Does anybody want to take a guess what Rockstar has in his safe? I only have 3 things in my safe. 3 things in the safe. Not 3 individual things, but 3 actual things in my safe. It's fireproof, waterproof, and no one, not even Kate, knows the code except me. Yeah, Ryan. So the personal documents is number 1. We have our homeowners insurance, our car insurance, our health insurance policies, some banking statements that have some important stuff, all that kind of thing that you would expect to have in there, right? The house deed. We don't own our house yet. We're close. The house is paid down pretty well. We don't own this outright, but we have a ton of equity in this house. If we don't move, I could pay it off not too long. My guns are not not in my safe because I want to access them quickly. There are no keys to the i8. The i8 doesn't really require a key per se. Passports are not in there, actually. The last person that didn't give him a deal. Birth certificate and social security cards might be in there, actually. That's true. Part of the personal documents. Okay, so the second thing I keep in there, Kate's got a lot of jewelry in the safe. She wears jewelry. I've bought her a lot of jewelry, but over the last 10 years, but she doesn't wear all of it. So there's quite a bit of jewelry in there. I don't know. Everything that I have, my watches are not in there. What is the third? So the third thing that's in there might blow some people's minds. I actually have $1,000. Now I have a lot of change and other cash in the safe, just like anyone would. I actually rotate, and this is sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not there. So if you break in my house, you have a big, big problem besides my security and my alarms and my guns. But you may end up finding an empty safe. But sometimes I have $1,000 worth of $2 bills. I collect $2 bills. Literally, I collect $2 bills, right? I don't keep regular cash. It's like rolled change, whatever. $100 in change, rolled change. Doesn't matter. Watches are not in my safe. I don't keep a lot of watches. I have a lot of watches, but I don't keep them. They're randomly. They're all over the place. Some of them aren't even in this house. The G word demon incoming. I don't know. I have a $2 bill collection. Literally $2 bills. Weirdest thing ever, right? That's what I keep. But it's not always in the safe because sometimes I take those $2 bills out and I use them, and then sometimes I buy some more and replace it. No, and my safe is bolted down to the concrete, so you can't steal the safe. You can't break in the house. Don't do it. Don't try, guys. It's not a good idea. Besides being protected, alarmed, securityed, cameras in here, and somebody who's never gone that watches this house constantly, I'm always here. So don't do it. Don't do it. People ask personal questions all the time. It's cool. It's cool. All the collars for my shirt. I should start collecting my shirts and put in there, right? It's a very small safe. But anyways. James says the best thing to tip strippers with are $2 bills. Oh, my Lord. I have to put that up there. No. All of my stuff, like investment stuff, real cash, is all in investments in the bank. You won't get anything breaking in my house. If you want to steal some watches and jewelry, it's not worth it. Look, it's worth it, but it's not worth your life. Please don't do it. What is your favorite home security pistol? Probably my Glock 27. That's the one I carry around with me. That's the one I sleep next to. We have a couple others hanging around the house too. So appreciate those questions. But yeah, I have a $2 bill collection that I have sometimes here and sometimes elsewhere. I keep it in a safe deposit box, actually. Sometimes I have the $2 bills here. As I buy them up, they go in the safe, and then I take them to the bank and put them in the safe deposit box. So that's my other retirement fund. And we have trained attack dogs. Yeah. So the house is good. It's cold. Anyways, okay. So last minute questions, one or two more, and then I'm gonna roll out. The Wrecking Crew, yeah, Candace. The Wrecking Crew. Chewy is evil. Anybody who doesn't know, Chewy is evil, evil, evil. He'll rip your face off. He's no joke. He's a rescue dog with a checkered past, and he does not like men at all, and he's a little cautious about women. Colt Combat Commander 45 APC. Nice. Everyone needs a hobby. Yeah, collecting $2 bills. You know why I collect $2 bills? It's because I won't spend them. And so I'm able to just keep shoving them away and then taking them to the safe deposit box and putting them in there. And so eventually I'm hoping they're just going to stack up into tons of money. Can shoot a quarter at 25 feet away, Pamela, with a Glock. Yeah, my Glock 27 is my favorite. Absolutely my favorite. Thanks, Better Barbie. Appreciate that. Guys, look, I'm going to roll out. I appreciate you guys being here. Change your mindset. Get on new platforms. Get new products. Get new streams of income. Those three things, that's your goal. Check the link below to get on the wholesale list if you're interested. And please consider picking up one of my reseller training packages. The social media, Instagram, top to bottom is $19. It includes the affiliate webinar replay. That's going to be link 1 for $19. The $50 training package, that's eBay, Amazon, Posh, social media, accounting, and everything, Instagram, Facebook, webinars, top to bottom, with the VIP group and all of my bolos, that's $50. It includes that 19 social media in it, so you can get everything there. Those links are below. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. What do you do if you buy product you realize you spent too much? I don't make that mistake often, but you sell it for what you can get out of it and get your money back. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. I'll see you tomorrow with regular programming, and then I'll see you next week for the live show. Of course, reseller cruise date. We don't know, but in 2020, we'll get back to you with that one. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Adam, and thanks all of you that joined me. Good night. I'll see you again real soon.